Next, highlights of all 4 games. What are you? Has he stolen your pen?
It's not his pen.
It's my pen. That's not my pen. You've been eating on that. You've been eating on that pen.
I've not been eating on
Is that the pen you've been
I
sticking
definitely
in
don't
your
want the one on the left.
No. You think I want this thing you've been putting on your mouth?
Air in here. There's no bite marks on here.
Look at that bottom line. Chris Jericho in the studio.
Yes.
For a segment that we taped earlier that was.
And I want you to apologize to Whiteside.
That thing.
What did he do tonight?
Yeah, I know.
No, they're supposed to win the game, right?
They still have 17.
Hey, did we enjoy the Chris Jericho segment
yes,
or what?
we did.
It turned into quite the brawl. Charles Barkley.
He's like, whoa, hey.
Kenny, first of all, you said Hassan don't know what he's doing. Now you all on this job.
I'm not on his.
It's always worth staying up for Inside the NBA.
Well,
presented by Kia.
Why?
well, we stay up late.
It's always worth staying up. What kind of an audience we got tonight, Chuckster?
Oh, this is going to be close tonight. About 7.7 is going to be out there.
7.7 what?
That's the viewership.
Oh, million?
But no.
The number, the rating.
No, well, but the rating 7.7.
Okay. Well, so how many households or how many people does that translate?
107 million people watching right this second.
And you know what they're going to watch first? The highlights of the game that just finished. The Blazers and the Clippers.
There go that cyborg, y'all.
Is it 200 million people in the U.S.?
This dude here, man. I call him a cyborg. He's just a machine. So
They did a commercial.
he's a well-rested machine too.
Lou Williams.
That much?
That's one game.
Oh man, that's no 2 games, Ernie. Season's only 8 games in.
Everybody just one game.
He's exhausted after the 8 games. Who gets the rest after 8 games?
And then
I need a job like that.
Dane.
Nice.
Right to the rim. 44-36.
There's
Score
no way
at that point. 47-40. Clippers at the half.
There was no way
nice.
that the Clippers should have won this game.
Well, the Blazers turned it around in the third quarter, 36-23.
They outplayed them the
them.
whole game.
Yeah, but Chuck, come on. You know
Not
when
the
you
first
have
half, yeah, terrible
Shaquille
first half.
O'Neal or Charles Barkley or Kawhi Leonard, you always have the opportunity to win.
That's right, the super.
Because you don't have to play well to win when you have a great player like that.
So they're up 71-65 with about 3 minutes to go. Fourth quarter, how about Anthony Simons?
Yeah.
19-year-old who scored 16 points in the fourth quarter.
You look like you know what he's doing, Kenny.
Oh, yes, he does.
Why would you name your kid Anthony?
Oh, Anthony Hardaway.
Anthony, yeah.
Kenny Hardaway.
Penny.
Yeah. That's why they call him
Oh,
Penny.
Trump book.
He called
give me
himself
that.
Block out Whiteside. He called himself Penny because he hated Anthony.
Kawhi in the lane again, the leading fourth quarter scorer.
Hey,
in the
Ernie,
league.
if you pay attention, they run the pick and roll against Whiteside every single time. And that's like a free throw too.
Well, Montreal Harrell.
Okay.
He's the
Okay, Whiteside.
So
Three-point
you would
play.
run the pick and roll with him.
No, but
Isaac
they
ain't
use
not
But it
White-
didn't matter if it was Whiteside or anybody. Anybody at the 5
He's got to come up and stop that little free throw
He can't do
jumper.
that. He can't.
Lou Williams connects there, and then
Kawhi
from
Leonard.
deep,
No, the guard
Williams
has to get
does
over
it
it, Chuck.
again.
Pass rules.
Everything around me.
Lou Williams, 26 off the bench.
I used to hate that, Chuck, when you talk about you got to step up from the guards. No, the guard got to get over the pick.
Yeah, but
No, guard got to get over the pick.
no, he got to step
get
up.
over
You
that
can't
pick,
have- you
Jack.
can't let a guy.
Jack, you
just
can't
come
get
up
over
there.
that pick.
Step ups.
I can't get over the pick.
No, you got to
Step up so the guard can
You
drive
got to
around
make
you.
somebody else make that shot. Jack. You can't just let them come in there and shoot a free throw.
Step up that high so the guard can ride around you.
No,
Drive around you.
They were doing that play specifically.
Get over the pick.
Kawhi Leonard, by the way,
Gary
18 of
Payton,
his,
Derek Fisher got over the pick. Get over the pick.
18 of his 27 points coming in the fourth quarter. He's the leading fourth quarter scorer with 12 a night and 18 tonight on a night when he didn't really have it in the first half. And in fact, through 3 quarters, just 3 out of 13 for 9 points. But he gets it going in the fourth quarter. And you see, these guys came in number 1 and number 2. Leonard 1, Lillard 2 in fourth quarter points. And it's a shutout tonight, 18 for Leonard.
Blazers gonna have to do something.
Zip for what are they going to do, Chuck?
I think they need to make a trade personally
Already.
already.
Cool.
Wait. After 8 games.
Yeah.
You're saying that the Portland Trailblazers, can you write this down, Ernie?
They need to make a trade.
They need to make a trade because they're not good enough to compete the way they did last year.
Trade for
Is that
who?
what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I just wanted to be clear there.
And who should they trade for?
Kevin Love.
Kevin Love.
Because he's dying in Cleveland. I love Kevin Love, but I'm never going to see him again because we're never going to Cleveland again.
So do you trade big for big, or do you give up one of the dynamic duo guards?
That's a great question, Shaq. That's a great question. I think I would make a trade for Kevin Love because this team right here, they're not going to beat the Lakers and the Clippers. We know that already. I haven't even mentioned Utah and Denver, but they don't have any chance of beating the Lakers or the Clippers.
So answer the other part of his question.
Yeah.
I'd probably trade McCullough. Even though I think he's a hell of a player. But I think
Cleveland doesn't need McCullough. They got Garland and Sexton.
They don't need Kevin Love either.
Yeah, but they're not going to need three.
Well, I'm just saying they got to do something because Kevin Love, first of all, he's from Portland. That would be a great trade to make because this team right here, they're not going to beat the Lakers or the Clippers. We know that already.
So what you're saying is missing from them is outside scoring in a third or what?
First of all, they got no bigs who can space the floor.
Okay. There you go.
And what that does is
that's why they miss Miles Leonard.
Yes,
they do miss.
But
him.
they shrink. The floor is so shrunken for McCollum and Lillard, and they got no big guy they can get a ball to and say, "Go get it, big dog."
So if they could get Love without giving up with under those two guys, then it need to be. See, there's a ooh. I got a ooh.
By the way, you know who led the league in three-point shooting coming into tonight?
Who's that?
Myers Leonard.
Miles.
I like Myers Leonard. I do. That's one of the reasons that Miami.
Reservoir and Dunkster at the rim.
I do. I like Myers Leonard.
We talked about this last week, but I think we need to revisit it now because everybody's talking about it. And today, the Clippers, on this whole load management thing with Kawhi Leonard, the Clippers were fined $50,000 today by the league. And for statements, including by head coach Doc Rivers, that were inconsistent with Leonard's health status. So here's what Doc Rivers had said about Kawhi Leonard. And again, consider that the league was kind of going to bat for what the Clippers were doing here, resting him on, one of the back-to-backs by saying they had consulted the Clippers medical team and there is a lingering injury. And Doc has said he feels great, but he feels great because of what we've been doing, and we're just going to continue to do it. There's no concern here, but we want to make sure. I think Kawhi made the statement he's never felt better. It's our job to make sure he stays that way, and that's important. He's played a lot of minutes in the playoffs last year. It's not a health thing. Really, it is in some ways. We want him to just keep feeling better and getting better.
Yeah, that'll get you fired.
Yeah, the league's kind of saying, look.
That's called gibberish.
Yeah, the league's kind of saying, look, the message has to be consistent and it can't be confusing. And from the Clippers medical staff, they have the documentation that, yes, he is suffering an injury right now. And so the back-to-backs are, not playing in the back-to-backs is warranted.
That's a lie.
How you know?
Well, because Shaq, he didn't get better overnight.
Why not? It's called treatment.
No, listen.
Hold on.
Just say we don't.
Before you get started, there's minor injuries and there's major injuries. Minor injuries take 24 to 48 hours. You know that.
It ain't the flu, fool.
Chuck, you know that.
No, stop it, Shaq.
Minor injuries take 24 to 48 hours.
Guy, listen. Just say you don't want the kid playing back-to-back. Let's just be honest with the fans and with ESPN.
I don't know what's wrong with him.
Let's be fair.
So you don't think there's an injury?
I do not. I think
so. You're doubting what the Clippers medical staff told the NBA.
Stop.
I will say this. I will side with Charles on this, but also side with them in this way.
They just not going to play back-to-back.
He's not medically hurt.
Thank you.
However, here's a guy who missed the whole season.
How do you know?
And we can't
because he played
we're
tonight.
Scared.
Okay,
and we're scared that he could miss the whole season. We don't want him to have the workload. The thing I would say is, I don't understand the back-to-back, but I would pick out, I'd be like, we play Orlando, we play the Knicks, we play Sacramento, we play we might could beat them without those are teams you're sitting out against. You ain't sitting against the Greek Freak.
No, he did last
we can't beat the Greek Freak without you. That's what I would say. You're gonna sit out, but you ain't sitting out against the Greek Freak.
Us and ESPN, we're a team. We're clearly disappointed last night when I didn't get to see Kawhi against the Greek Freak.
First of all, this been going on for years. Popovich started it, right? Second of all, I'm not going to question whether.
But he did it with Tim Duncan, who was 50.
Doesn't matter.
He wasn't doing it with guys who. He started with Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan was so old. Popovich letting him take load management while he's coaching.
I don't care.
Tim Duncan so old. He's going to take games off. He's going to rest from coaching.
This has been going on. I'm not going to question whether the guy's hurt, but what we all know, because we played, there's minor injuries and there's major injuries.
He ain't hurt.
We played through the minor injuries. The major injuries we set out. We played through the minor.
Can I ask you this?
But now, like, if I tweak my finger, I could still play. I don't want to play.
Jack, did you look at?
Man, I'm not.
We're not saying what they're doing is wrong.
You said the dude's not hurt.
No, we're not saying no.
Hurt.
If I'm the Clipper,
I'm saying it.
Right.
I'm just saying listen, they clearly are not going to play him back to back. That's all they got to say. I would respect that. But he didn't get better since last night, Shaq.
Why not?
He didn't.
And this is what I'm saying. I agree with him, Shaq.
It's called Anderson.